Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob and today I'm going to attempt to take this Corgi Whiz Wheels Pininfarina Alfa Romeo P33, boy that was a mouthful, from shabby to shiny. This one is part of an unboxing by our friend Dan and Ellie, and yeah, so many unboxings Dan and Ellie has provided, so you know, massive thank you again to you guys. The actual unboxing part will be at the end of this video, but you know, during the unboxing I pulled this little Alfa out and I thought this one I want to do a kind of a restoration plus, you know, a very light custom, a really cool design, and you know, you certainly don't see cars like this on the road, but yeah, with 2,000 likes, this one, it could be yours. So as you can see, she rolls very well, but indeed, reading underneath, it does read, as I pick it up, made in Great Britain, actually made in Wales if I remember rightly. Corgi Toys Whiz Wheels Pininfarina Alfa Romeo P33. But yeah, it looked like a bit of a manufacturer fault. The rear rivet never engaged, so this car, it seems like a child had played with it all those years, and yeah, kind of loose, I guess. But I did drill down the centre post there, and I'm just taking apart this interior piece. At this stage I still wasn't 100% sure on what I wanted to do, either a full custom, a light resto, but I actually liked the colour of that interior. I thought it was a bit odd, bit quirky, and it suited the design of this car. But I wanted to take it apart just to clean it. But yeah, you got the wheels there, not in bad condition. They will tidy up later on. Of course, this is a bit of an awkward scowl, so I don't have any aftermarket wheels for this one. And then what would you call this? Is it a spoiler or a rollover bar, or perhaps a combination of the both? This is on by rivets. I wasn't sure whether it was metal or plastic, but it is metal. So I'm just going to reach for my centre punch. And I'll tell you what, this is quite aggressive, this little thing. Make sure you poke it in the middle, push it, and then bang. And yeah, it's made a handy little dent there, enough for me to be able to drill it. So anyway, we put the plastics to one side, and we've got the 3 metal pieces ready for the foot-long hot dog jar. So we'll cover it with some boiling water, and then in comes a tablespoon-ish of caustic soda. I've had this lump of caustic soda in my bag for some time, and I tried to break it up, but it wouldn't break up. So I thought, well, maybe today's the opportunity. And I thought this may be dangerous, so I certainly took an extra step back. But yeah, quite the reaction there. Thankfully, the foot-long hot dog jar keeping together. But I'm just going to leave this. I'm not going to pick it up today. I'm just going to leave it and do its business. And whilst it is doing its business, I shall clean up these plastic parts. Like I say, I want to keep these original, so I'm just going to clean them today. So here's this part, and then the seats here. And actually, I can just pop these back in, looking good as new. And then the console and the steering wheel just sits on there. And I have already polished out this window section. Looks pretty good. The wheels later on, what I'll do is I from a kind of, I didn't actually record it, but sprayed them with a little bit of black paint, and then done the faces with some chrome. But yeah, whilst I was doing all that, you can see in the bottom here, it's still a little bit hot to the touch, but obviously not so much that I can't touch it. You can see all the paint that's in the bottom of that jar. This is now ready to flush. So a couple of minutes later, we have the base here, and now much more readable, the underside there. And the kind of design, I guess, is really starting to come through. Such a lovely, lovely design. But clean up as I go. And then pull out the Dremel. Turn it down a little bit. And then give you a little sample of the rear end here. Tell you what, for the Dremel Micro, this thing packs a punch. You know, I'm using it on the 10 speed. It goes up to 28. I just can't imagine how or why or when you would need it that powerful. But anyway, for the base and the spoiler thing, I'm going to use a black base coat. Yeah, forgetting to switch on my air filter there. I actually went with a couple of coats. Once this is fully dried, only takes about 10 minutes, and then went with a second coat. The plan was, well, I didn't know whether to do like a, you know, a metallic to replicate the original colours, to do a candy, to do a colour shift, and the aim was actually to have an almost experiment. I've used a colour shift today, and there's not much colour shift going on, I admit, but I wanted to kind of use these black parts alongside a white part, which is coming up now. So this is the top or main body of the casting, but then I'm going to use the very same colour shift over both of them to really gauge what difference the colour shift makes, of course depending on the colour of the base coat. Now these do recommend black as the base coat, a gloss black as the base coat, but of course it shows on this as well. And yeah, that looks really good in the white, and I did a second coat as well. But this is the Green Stuff World, the colour shift, the Solar Anomaly. And I looked through all of my, I guess, paint switches, and I just felt this one might be best, you know, to go against that orange interior. Now, it's a little bit out of frame, but I will be painting both of them, like I say, in the same colour. I was having a bit of trouble getting this through my airbrush, so off camera I had to clean it out and then paint it. But it is just a little light dusting. But yeah, like I say, I wanted to clean this out. So later in the day we have the wheels there restored. Like I say, these are just clean, the interior parts. But this is the base. That is beautiful. I don't think there's too much colour shift going on. There is minor. It's kind of like a bronzy brown to a purple, but you just can't really see it on camera. And this is the white. And again, there is a very subtle kind of pinkish flip, but unfortunately it's more seen in person. But let me put it together. Obviously this is a reminder of what she looked like. And yeah, this is the result. So, you know, it fits together nicely. There's like I say, I think there was a manufacturer default or a fault anyway, so now it is correctly and fully put together. But yeah, those wheels come up pretty good. I think the kind of what I did was, you know, of course originally it was white on white and then gold at the top, but I thought the black base with the white and then mirroring the top, I just think looks so much better than the original. Tiny little bit of red around the back just for those rear lights. But yeah, unfortunately you can't really see too much of any colour flip going on. I think you can a little bit, but if you ignore that it was just a colour flip and that it's just a simple restoration plus, I think you'll agree it's quite nice, and I hope you like it. And remember, with 2,000 likes, it could be yours. But massive thanks to my patrons. Cheers, guys. And thanks again to Dan. Cheers, mate. Very much appreciated. And for everybody else that's watching, thanks very much. Now on to the unboxing. Please stick around. Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage unboxing video. I am Rob, and today we have a nice size package. I've kind of cut through it already, but I've not yet delved inside, so we can experience it together. Of course, I can tell already by the handwriting this is from Dan and Ellie, so again, very much appreciated, mate. I've actually lost count now how many packages Dan has sent me. This must be number 7 or 8, and of course I appreciate every single one, and I could count them all because I've got all the letters still pinned to my wall. And again, we have a letter. So, hi Rob, after moving, oh, okay, so you've moved recently, and sorting through some old boxes, I hope there are some here that you can use. I have first finished watching the Volvo car. Yeah, that one took a while. That looked like a ramp. Yeah, you are right. And all I can say is bravo, beautiful work. Yeah, where is it? The Volvo here. You know, it didn't come out perfect, but considering what it looked like to start with, I'm quite happy. But yeah, thanks Dan. Always look forward to your notification. There we go. Clicking the bell, thank you very much, mate. Landing for another resto. Keep safe and God bless, Dan and Ellie. So, thank you very much. Let's have a little look. Always well packed. And you never know what you're going to get with Dan. They're always different packages. Wow, so we have quite the collection today. Let me just pull all that out. And then move it over here. Okay, where do we start? So I'll move it forward and then we can line them up. So here is a Corgi high-speed van. And I'm sure, oh, am I not on the, so there you go, Corgi. Looked like it was owned by someone, GB Gary Barlow perhaps. I'll take that. But there you go, so made in Britain, Corgi high-speed van, and I'm assuming this is in like an ambulance, could be police van I guess, but I'm gonna guess this probably should have been an ambulance. Yeah, the window section here, all of the window sections, everything seems to be quite intact. I think a fresh paint job and new you know, Red Cross decals will look pretty good on it. I've never done anything like that before. So here, one of my favourite ever cars. This is a Maisto, a Porsche 356 convertible. But yeah, this is a newer casting. Not too bad on the detail, but with another set of wheels. These wheels are not all that, but with another set of wheels, that could be made to look quite nice, I think. So this is different. I do have a, or maybe I did have, maybe I've moved it on, but I did have a Matchbox version. It's very similar to this, smaller in light blue, but this is very nice. So what do we do here? Oh, we move that like that, and then you can turn it, and then you got to lock it into position. So that is very cool. I like that. This is different. This is another Corgi, a Wigwam van camper. If I remember rightly, I think Danny restored one of these recently in the last couple of months. But yeah, nice little detail. You can see there the checkered table covering. Pretty funky, that. another paint job, different set of wheels. That look pretty good. That's just another. So this are Corgi Cubs. I've never heard of that before. Corgi Cubs. And I'm guessing that was another GB, so from the same person. I don't think it's missing a windscreen now. I think it's all there almost. But larger, maybe for younger children. Still rolls very well. I like this one. This is a Corgi Whiz Wheels, Pininfarina, Alfa Romeo P33. That's lovely, that. And I think, thankfully, there's nothing broken. Oh, looks like has it been drilled? Hasn't. No, it doesn't look like it's been drilled, but I just don't think the original rivet has ever sat true. So this is probably always a manufacturer fault, been running around like that. So that would be nice to rectify and fix that. Here we have a Matchbox. This is a Lesney number 44 refrigerator truck, and unfortunately we've got a broken windscreen there, and we are missing the doors, or would this have been a roller or something from the back. Oh, look at this one. This is nice. Corgi Fiat X179. We've got the opening, I guess this is an opening bonnet, although a mid-engine car. Opening doors. I really like these. It's a shame. It's got it does have a crack in the windscreen there, but maybe you can, I don't know, maybe I can just still restore that with that crack, or have a look to see whether something tells me I might have another one of these, but whether the windscreen is any better, I don't know. I'll have to have a look. This beautiful Mini. This is a Corgi Whiz Wheels BMC Mini Cooper S, and I'm actually working on a very similar Mini for a project, a little commission coming up. Should be coming out soon, but yeah, oh, look at that, look. That's quite nice, those little jewels on the front. Of course they're missing from the headlights, but the window is in good condition. It should have something on the top, I'm assuming. It says on the back here, Rally Monte Carlo 1967, but you know, if I was to fill that in, you know, take out these and fill that in, I could just make your bog standard Mini, you know, maybe a nice Mini Cooper, maybe put a Union Jack on the top. Yeah, some ideas floating around for that one already. So we've got another Corgi. This one is a Citroen 2C V6. I just know him as the 2CV or the Dolly. I don't know what the 6 means. I've never seen that before. But of course the French car, and if I remember rightly, the advert, or the kind of, I think the plan, or the what was it? What do they call it? A USB, right? The unique selling point of this was that farmers could have, what was it? They could put like a dozen eggs in their hat or something, drive across a field, and none of them would break. If they did, they would fall on their head, something like that. Someone will hopefully correct me, or give a better detail to that down in the comments below. Here we have a Matchbox Chevrolet Corvette from 1979, and I believe I have done one of these before. Did I do the shark style paint on this one? Maybe. I can't remember them all now. I've done a couple of hundred different castings now, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Here we have the Barja buggy. That is very nice. Sideways King 75. Did he do this one recently? If he hasn't done it recently, then he has done this one anyway. But yeah, Sideways King 75 has done an amazing kind of like rally version of one of these, or like a Dakar version of one of these. Check it out if you haven't already. Nice little engine there. We're missing some of the pipes, unfortunately, but yeah, that's pretty cool. We've got one of these Unimogs, missing the rear axle. Matchbox Series Unimog, made in England by Lesney, number 49. But yeah, we're missing the I guess this part here is just clipped off. I wonder if it's as easy as that. I don't want to pull on that because I don't want to break it, but thankfully the windscreen is okay on this one, and perhaps we'll find another set of wheels for that. I do have some, so I should be able to do it. This one is a Leyland Terrier, so this must be a later corgi, probably given away free in a box of Weetabix, which I quite enjoy myself. Although unfortunately we are without the windscreen there is broken. My camera just does not want to focus very well today, but there you go. We've got another one that's, this one's intact, so Advance. So same truck, just with a different colour and decal on the side. And then last but not least, this is a Matchbox Series Ford pickup, number 6. And the windscreen is good, but we are missing the front end. Would you believe it? These are two that I have, all missing front ends. I have, if I remember rightly, I have restored one of these not too long ago. I don't think, a few months ago. I think I put the replacement back on it, and I think I showed these then alongside a couple of others, and I think I only had one front end, and you know, made good from all of these, you know. But yeah, anyway, Dan, another great unboxing again. Thank you very much. I want to restore one of these straight away, and I don't know which one to do. Now, I've done obviously various different ones. I'll tell you what I haven't done. I haven't done one of these, and I've been wanting to do one of these, and I think I had one of these, but the window section here was broken. So I'm going to restore or customize this one. Wheels might be difficult to get hold of, but to finally get this to fit correctly after, you know, perhaps this is what, 50 years old. Yeah, I'm guessing this is sometime during the 70s, so maybe between 40 and 50 years old. What am I going to do with it? Do I go with a candy? Do I go with a colour flip? Do I go with white and some decals? Decisions. I'm going to put this little unboxing at the end of this video. So if you've hung around to watch all of these, let me know what else you want to see coming up soon. Dan and Ellie, thanks very much again, and I hope you like what I did to this one. Cheers, guys.